Hello, and welcome to the first ever Serious Sunday podcast, a podcast I'm doing on the second last Sunday of each month. Except this one, which is releasing on Monday. Don't think about it. Where I delve into sophisticated or mature topics. So if you need simple entertainment or have the attention span of a goldfish, I suggest watching one of my other videos. Anyway, with the intro out of the way, onto the video. Now, the topic for today is the pain of patience, with the main focus being why the wait for Silksong is so hard. Now, patience is something that a lot of people struggle with at some point, and deal with it in different ways. Some people may develop a twitch or itch, some try to distract themselves or find other ways to spend their time. Now, I like to group the kinds of patiences into two groups, definite and indefinite. Definite patience is when you know how long you have to wait, while indefinite is when you don't. For example, waiting for your aunt to arrive at noon compared to waiting for your aunt to arrive at some point today. The second of which is harder to deal with since you don't know how long you're going to have to wait for. There are also two rare variants of these that I call them definite indefinite and indefinite definite. Definite indefinite, which would be waiting for something that has a chance to happen at a set time, like waiting for your aunt to possibly arrive at noon, and indefinite definite, which is when you're waiting for something that you know is coming in a certain time frame, you just don't have a specific time, which would be waiting for your aunt to arrive at some point today. This is also the kind of patience that waiting for Silksong is, as we know it's coming at some point in the near future, but we don't have an exact date. Now, there have been many games over the years that have taken a long time to make, so what makes the wait for Silksong so much less tolerable? That's what I'm here to talk about. Now, I'm not going to go into the history of Silksong, because if you're watching this, you've probably already combed through the entire internet for any information with Silksong in the title. Anyways, Silksong has been in the works for over 3 years now, first dropping a reveal trailer all the way back in 2019. And that trailer is the stem of all impatience towards it. Just from the look of it and how polished the gameplay is, most would have assumed the game was in late development. Not only that, but they even had a Nintendo gameplay showcase not long after. So all things considered, the game looked like it would release that year. And with over 2 years of waiting later and not even a release date, you can see why the community is getting a bit restless. Now, having to wait for something isn't all bad. One good thing the wait for a game brings is hype. Although just being a second Hollow Knight brings enough hype as it is. The one problem with this hype is the longer it builds, the better the payoff has to be to satisfy the wait. And the biggest negative a long wait brings are theories. And the more theories arise during the wait, the more people will expect from the game. A comparison most of my viewers understand, or would understand, would be the wait for the Colosseum in My Singing Monsters. It took so long to release that the community almost unanimously agreed that it would be the newest magical island. So when it didn't meet this hype and turned out to not be the newest magical island, people's first impressions of it were fairly negative. Now, my thoughts on this matter may be influenced a bit by my own practices, and I highly disagree with Team Cherry's timing in regards with their release of the Silksong trailer. Whenever I plan to release something or reveal something, I have it ready for the time of release. I don't make it beforehand and wait until it's ready. When I finish something I'm planning on releasing, I'm going to release it as soon as possible. I'm not going to make teasers for it and such. No, that wastes my time, that wastes whoever's waiting for its time, and is in my opinion a bad way to build hype. You should always be close to a finished product or know when it will be finished before making teasers and such. Now, this is only my opinion on large-scale products like full video games or movies. If it's a smaller thing like videos for a YouTube channel or content for My Singing Monsters, then it's a very efficient way because you need a constant flow of content for these kinds of things. And if you just release a ton of content all at once, you run out of what draws the audience's attention. Now, a better way Team Cherry could have gone about revealing Silksong would just to have verbally revealed it in a video or made a blog post, instead of revealing it with a full-on trailer. Revealing something with a trailer shouts, "Look at this thing that's about to come out," while revealing it with a blog post or something shouts, "Look at this thing we're working on." After watching the trailer, I was left thinking I can't wait for this to come out. While if I read about it or heard about it, I'd be left thinking I can't wait to learn more. Now I'm a pretty patient person, and I can easily go over 4 years thinking the latter. But I'm having a painful time going 3 years thinking I can't wait for it to come out. And that's the biggest problem. Most people started this waiting train thing thinking I can't wait for it to come out, which is a very difficult thing for people to sit on for 4 years. So yeah, that's my opinion on why the wait for Silksong is so intolerable. See you next Sunday. Bye.